is like over by the punch and is spiking the punch because of course he is. And Emma comes over to him and is like, what are you doing? And then they're
because
like,
Peter literally cannot stop himself from being a dick all the time.
no. And then he's like, meet me in the whatever hallway, like in like 10 minutes or something. And she's like, okay, leave. Manny and Craig are coming over. And she's like, hey, it's Degrassi Celebrity Couple. You guys were great. The song was awesome. And then Paige and Alex see like the line to like the good party. And
well, no, because Paige is like, I'm going to go home. And Alex is like, we haven't even gotten to the real party yet. And she's like, we're not going to be able to get in. And Marco and Hazel are like, especially Hazel. I think Hazel was like, you're definitely not going to get in. And Alex was like, excuse you.
Challenge accepted.
Yes. And so Paige like goes up to the bouncer and she's like, I did makeup for the movie, blah, blah, blah. I need to get in, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no. And then Alex walks over and she like wraps her arms around her and she has this whole spiel about how like, sorry she's late, babe. Someone was parked in her spot at the strip club, even though it clearly said employees only. And I'm like, this is very effective.
So they got in by pretending to be like lesbian strippers, basically.
Things to come.
And
yeah, well, I mean, also like Alex has a vibe that she could be like a very successful, like badass stripper. Like in a movie about like a stripper who's also an assassin or something.
I mean, isn't this a storyline that happens later in Degrassi? Not an assassin stripper, but like
I know, but it would be better if she was an assassin stripper. I'm just saying.
And then they get in, and then
we've heard my spy fan fiction.
Oh yeah, that was. You clearly should be in the spy business, Kelsey.
Allegra, you haven't heard it yet because the episode hasn't come out yet. But by the time you hear it, you'll understand why this is
chloroform. No, truth serum. No, a tranquilizer. Wait, no, both. I don't know.
I'm so glad you guys are branching out in your YA genres. It's not just coffee shop and concert.
Well, somebody asked for an anti-ship, so it was great.
I got creative.
So then we're in the party and Jay is there and he's like, I worked on the movie, remember? Like my bro like let me in.
And Paige is like, oh, I didn't know VIP stood for vastly icky poser.
Yeah.
I was like, lol.
Perfect.
And then Jay makes a comment about girl on girl PDA. I'm like, she literally like put her arm around her. Like,
yeah, it's like calm down.
That's like the farthest thing from PDA, but sure.
But then we hop to like
wait. So I put like, so Jay and Alex are having it out. And Alex says something about, well, you were hanging out with skanks in the ravine. And I'm like, what is the word skank? Does Degrassi have like a bad word of the day calendar?
I mean, I feel like this was a time when I was saying the word skank a lot. I think it was just a popular word for slut.
Yeah. It was of the time. But then we are
not yet. We're still at the party.
Still at the party?
We're still at the party, dude. It's been 4 seconds.
Alex is transforming into her super lesbian persona.
Exactly, because Jay starts giving Paige shit, and Alex stands up for her, and it's like, come on, Paige, let's dance. And then they go, like, dance poorly, and then we go to the next scene.
Okay,
they're
but
just, like, standing there
scene.
wiggling a little.
And Jason Mewes digging it. I think that might be later, but I just wrote
later.
But I just wanted to put, so like, I wrote a lot, Alex, your lesbian is showing, and almost just as many times I put, Jay, your pedophile is showing.
It's his whole deal on this show.
And then we are in the next scene, and Emma and Peter have like met in the hallway, and they start kissing, but then like someone is like vacuuming or whatever, and they're like, let's go into the theater. And then Peter says something gross like, I love it when your naughty side is showing or something. He says naughty side, and I'm like, no, please stop talking.
I wrote, ew, stop. Also, like, that is barely a naughty side. That's just being like, I would like privacy.
Right? And then, so they go into the theater and they're like about to start making out. And then Emma's like, wait, someone's in here. And then they like look over the corner and they see fucking Snake making out with Miss Hatsalakos. And they're like, what the fuck is happening? And we're just like, why? No, Snake, you were better than this. Why?
We're just all disappointed.
Your stupid midlife crisis is now gone too far. And
Allegra, do you have any feelings on this?
I wrote Mr. Simpson. Why?
I just
'Cause,
wrote
like-
no with like 10 O's and underlines.
yeah, I just wrote
It's just
ugh,
like-
stupid Snake, why in all caps.
Like, we know Mr. Simpson is going through a midlife crisis, all right? We'll get into that a little bit more later. But I'm also just like, besides the initial shock and disappointment with Mr. Simpson I get initially, it's kind of like, Mrs. H, you should know better. You were cheated on. Like, why would you
Seriously.
do this?
They're both going, I don't know, they're both stupid. So then and then we're back at the party, and I think Kevin Smith and Jay Muse are talking about like, oh my god, they're upstaging us at our own premiere because like Paige and Alex are just like dancing, quote unquote, sexily on the dance floor.
I don't know. I was like, this is weirdly hot. I get it. They were dancing. Their dancing improved since the last scene. But Kevin Smith's exact words were, we should be doing an erotically charged dance routine, which made me laugh.
And Jay
And
was
then he starts,
down.
and then he starts dancing up on Kevin Smith, and he's like, I was being rhetorical. And he's like, don't call me rhetorical. That's mean.
Because Jay is dumb.
I wrote Jason Mewes is down for homoerotic dancing with his bros, but do not tease him.
If we've learned anything about Jason Mewes, it's that.
And then I think really quickly we cut to a scene where at Emma's house, and Mr. Simpson comes in and she's crying. Don't call me rhetorical, that's mean. And then I say, ugh, poor Emma. Or maybe she's talking to Peter.
We're still in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she runs out and Peter,
First Peter's like he's basically like, no, Emma like wants to like freak out and bust
go
them,
back
and
in
he's
there.
and he's like, no, it's not gonna like help anything, blah blah blah. Which like, no, dude, bust them, like get like fucking interrupt their moment. I'm like, I think Peter just like still wants to make out.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Emma being told to calm down and then assess the situation wouldn't be a bad idea, because knowing Emma, she will go in guns a-blazing, and then like, even though she's right, she will take it like way further usually.
Yeah, that is kind of her MO.
So she could still bust in there, but like take a breather, but she's not great at that.
No, that's true. She is very like all or nothing. But I'm just like, just stop it. Stop it from happening. I hate it so much.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then we're back at the party again. And then this is when Degrassi Jay starts talking to Alex. And he is just trying to
first he's talking to Alex and Paige walks by and just goes, hi, and then keeps going. And that was cute. I just enjoyed her hi.
And then I don't even know what he says to her. I just wrote Jay trying to drag Alex down with him. I think he's like, why are you even like doing this right now? He's like way too invested in like her friendship with Paige.
Well, he's like, I didn't know you were into that. I wish you were like more adventurous when we were dating. And she's like, ew. And then he's like, I like to watch. And then I was like, I hate it.
Yeah.
And she's just like, ew, you're terrible. You're a garbage human.
And then he's like, what are you even doing right now? Like, this night isn't even about you. And she's like, I know it's not. It's about her. And then, which is so cute. And then
she's gone full lesbian, you guys.
Yep. And then Paige is, and then she's like, come on, Paige, let's go. And Paige is like, but my shoes. And she's like, you don't need them. And I'm like, no, wear your shoes. Don't walk barefoot through the streets of Toronto.
But then and she's like let's like go back to your house. My mom's on the way. We can get shoes there. And then we stop at Alex's house and we meet her mom for the first time, who like kind of woke up. She was sleeping on the couch. And then
is super Canadian.
And then she and Paige just kind of start gabbing. And Paige is like, so what was Alex like as a girl? And like they're chatting. And Alex is like, fuck this. I want to leave now.
Okay, I have so many, like, I have a few words. So they walk in, and Alex's mom, when she pops her head up behind the couch, she's like, hey, and immediately has already an open can of beer in her hands, just to let the audience know what you're in for. And then she says, like, a boot and a lot. And I'm like, okay, this is the person Jay and Silent Bob really needed to cast in their movie.
That is a good point. Controversial opinion. I love Alex's mom. Like, I love her. But also, I have fond memories of a friend's mom who was a lot like that, who helps me through my youth. So I just have affectionate feelings towards, like, kind of hot mess parents.
Yeah.
I'm
mean,
not
she
saying
seems like she'd
parent.
be fun to hang out with on a good day.
Yeah.
But not fun to hang out with on a bad day, which we see in, like, the next scene of her in the apartment.
Well, I'm not saying she's a good mom. She's not great. And I don't know. I'm sure that she doesn't have good days, but it doesn't seem like she's the bad day problem. It sounds like her shitty taste in men is the problem.
Yeah, it's definitely that. And so that's what's happening. And then we're at the Simpson household and Simpson-Nelson household. And Emma is, like, crying and making tea in the kitchen. And Mr. Simpson comes in and he's like, Emma, like, what's wrong? Like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm making tea and crying again. And then he's like, wait, what is happening? And she's like, I saw you and Mrs. H in the theater. And he's like, wait, no, we were just talking. And she's like, no, I saw you kissing her. And it's such a painful confrontation. And she calls him dad. And he's like, Emma, I'm sorry. Like, I messed up. It was just kissing. Like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, you need to tell mom or I'm going to. And it's just so sad.
It's a real bummer.
I think the guy who plays Mr. Simpson did a really good job sort of in his face when she, like, calls him out. And he's just like, like, all of the emotions. Why, like, he's trying to think of, like, literally any excuse, and all of them are terrible. And he's like, oh, I'm caught. I'm caught. I'm caught.
Yeah. Oh,
pretty much.
So sad.
I also put that, like, I feel like we've had so many episodes developing the sort of father-daughter relationship with Emma and Simpson. And I'm like, you know, we've only really gotten, like, the 1 or 2 episodes with Snake and Spike. I mean, I'm sure they are big in the 80s, and they're like, that probably is, like, all you need. But since I've never seen it, it's kind of just like, man, you don't see Spike a lot.
I know. Spike hasn't really been around that often.
And I love Spike. She's, like, my Degrassi feminist icon. Like, I miss her a lot.
She's great. Yeah. But, so that's really sad. And then the next scene, we're at Alex's house, and Paige and Alex are just, like, hanging out and talking on the couch, and they're being really cute. And I think at one point, Alex, like, says to Paige, like, you're my lucky charm. Because they're like, this was a great night. And then goddamn Hurricane Chad comes in and is, like, being belligerent and violent, and then Alex ends up getting pushed over an end table, and it's just a shitty situation. And then
yeah, I just wrote yikes, Chad.
And then Paige takes Alex home, and she's like icing her bruise, and then Alex is like, Paige, I'm in trouble, and it doesn't even have to do with, like, the end table variety. And
lesbian trouble.
Yeah. And then she's like what we were doing tonight. Like, I don't know. Paige is like, I don't know. We're just dancing. Or maybe that was, like, earlier on the couch. I don't know. They're in Paige's room. Paige is like, nobody should ever do something like that to you. Or, like, no one should ever have to go through that. And
no
then
one
Alex
should have to, I think it was, like, no one should have to deal with drama of the pushed over the end table variety on a daily basis.
And Alex is like, not even me. And then Paige is like, especially you. And then Alex is like, I'm in trouble, Paige, and it's not of the end table variety. And then they kiss, and it's cute. And then Paige immediately freaks out. And she's like, okay, so you can sleep on my bed, and I'm just going to go sleep on the couch. And okay. And then the episode ends with, like, to be continued.
She's like, and
same. Just same, you guys.
I understand. I totally get it. She's freaking out.
Not even discounting the fact that Paige is like, oh no, am I bisexual? Or, oh my gosh, my friend kissed me. I didn't think this was a thing. Just the, oh, person, individual kissed me. Mind blown. But yeah, so I like earlier when they were still at Alex's apartment, Alex was being super lesbian and there was lots of tension. But then Paige starts to diffuse this, being like,